Hello, my name is Sharon Bristol, and I am a public relations student at the University of Houston. Today I will be comparing the United States versus the Indian culture. India and the United States are two very diverse countries on opposite sides of the globe. They are 8,386 miles apart. The United States and India began diplomatic relations in 1946, before India gained its independence from the British Empire in 1947. Today, India and the U.S. are defined by former President Obama as one of the defining partnerships of the 21st century, and whose partnership is vital to the U.S. strategic interests in Asia Pacific and across the globe. The relationship is rooted in common values, including the rule of law, respect for diversity, and democratic government, as stated by the U.S. Department of State on the U.S. relations with India. One of the most important communication concepts in India is nonverbal communication. Individuals often pay attention to words, but most of the important communication is happening nonverbally. Personal space or distance among individuals is dependent in the status of the individual one is interacting with in Indian culture. Space increases when speaking with one's superior or when one is relating to someone who is in a lower rung of the hierarchy. In contrast, space in the United States isn't dependent on status. Space doesn't increase when interacting with one's superior. Nonverbal communication is unconscious and not easy to control, which makes it difficult for people to understand when from a different culture, as told by Kumar. Another communication concept that differs between the United States and India is their view on ideological versus pragmatic. Ideological utilizes the dormant ideology extent in that culture at a particular point in time to structure communication. Pragmatic utilizes a mode of communication that achieves the intended goal. Indian communication style is often ideological, being that they use one point of view to look at all types of problems. A problem with these two is that it is often hard to find common ground between the two, especially when interacting with the United States that has a pragmatic mode of thinking. India and the United States have a rich history that was formed through learning about one another's nonverbal communication styles and finding a common ground between our differing pragmatic and ideological views. Now India and the United States are working closely with one another as partners, and both are thriving. If I had only learned one thing in studying intercultural communications this semester that I see befitting me in the future in communicating with people from other cultures, it is to always make sure to research a country if you are going to visit it, because you never know what their customs are or may be.